I'm going to show you my favorite tool for building AI agents. And the reason why it's my favorite tool is because it's not technical. Yes, you can build something with this tool right now without having to code, without having to know expressions or anything. I use it for everything where you know what to do, but you don't want to do the clicks. You don't want to do the research and many other factors. The tool I'm talking about is Lindy. I haven't seen Lindy around yet. I haven't seen it recommended as much, but I love it because you can operate it with natural language. I'm going to give you an example. So in Make, for example, you start with a trigger and you have to specify each and every field you want to interact with. On N8N, the cool AI agent tool that all of my business buddies are using, you can create workflows. N8N gives you the ability to enter intelligence in AI agent, but you will have to set up each step at once. What I do with Lindy is, and let me look at some very simple bot. So this Lindy has 5 different steps, okay? And it goes by human logics. So you see, I am monitoring my email inbox and I can say only continue this automation if this email requires a response from the recipient. This is a prompt. It filters by a prompt and it can automatically run this thing through an LLM, through an AI, and then decide if it needs a response. In any other tool, you will need to have an expression or keywords. But with this, you can just type it out. Then it waits 3 days, and if a response is not received, draft the response follow-up email for the user to send to the recipient. No more than 1 sentence. And bang, I'm very bad at replying to people who text me on email. But now my email inbox automatically generates replies that I can just send with 1 click that are acceptable. Again, optimizing for speed. Another bot that I have is my bookkeeping bot. And every time I receive an email with an invoice, it checks if it's an invoice, and if the invoice is addressed to my company name, it uploads it to Drive. You know how many hours that saves me with back and forth with my VA? This is literally doing my bookkeeping for me, and I can even attach it to Google Sheets and let him make my in-out expense sheet or something. I don't know what you guys have to do, but my company is in Estonia. So the invoices are enough. I have a company for the rest of it. So this is all I have to do for bookkeeping. If you've seen my last video, you know that I struggled with making an AI project manager in N8N, and I pretty much lost my mind. I tried it out of pure curiosity back then because I thought, Lindy is not that good. N8N is the best thing ever when it comes to automations. But what does it matter how good a tool is if you need to spend 20 hours to make it somewhat work? Lindy doesn't have that much triggers for Trello, for example. So I make my triggers with Make still. Because Make has everything, and I just clutch all the stuff that I want to do with N8N with Make. So now I have this automation in Make that watches the list in Trello. It gets all the card information and then sends it to Lindy. And then Lindy does the rest because Lindy can do the rest way better. Their AI agents work very autonomously. So let me show you an example. The first step, I just get it into order, a structure that I can work with. And instead of doing that with some weird tool in N8N, I can just tell him, hey, here's the info. Please put it in the structure. Bang, done. Then I get my project manager manual. It familiarizes himself with the document, the entire document. I even tried it for a content thing where the document is 9 pages long. It still could do it in a few seconds. It's crazy. And then it goes into an AI agent and I'm telling him, you're a project manager that needs to get the incoming project handled. 1, create a record in Airtable. 2, find the best suited editor for this card. And 3, ask him if he has time to do it. For more detailed instructions, refer to the AI Project Manager manual. And I just gave him all my tools. I gave him Airtable, I gave him Slack, and I gave him Google Docs. He can do anything he wants. And now he just goes in here, right? Yeah, bang. Yeah, let me handle it with with German efficiency. Let's go. He makes a plan on how to proceed and then does the steps 1 by 1, given the tools he has. So here now, he analyzes the project and sees that it's a video editing project that requires color correction and graphics work. So based on the manual, this is a stage 2 project. Good job, man. And he automatically creates an estimate for the editors, how much they will get. Then he creates a record in Airtable and looks then for all the qualifications. How do I rank what editor is the most suitable editor? He gets the logic from the project manager manual and then skims through all the records I have in Airtable, no matter how much they are, no matter if it's 200 editors or 30, he finds the best suited guy for the role based on if he's available, if he has experience with the brand. He skips an editor because he's busy, and I am the best suited editor out of the 3 editors I put into Airtable to test this. One of them is busy. So I don't know if I can be proud of that, but Lindy can be proud of itself because, yeah, just from a text prompt, you saw the text prompt, I gave him a bunch of information and he just did my job. It is incredible. I asked Andre if he received the message and he got it. I was just testing it, and that tool already automatically messaged him on Slack, creating a message by itself. I didn't even need to write a message. And the only thing it messed up is the Slack toolkit logic, where you can accept with a button that I explained last time. It didn't get it yet. I'm still working on it. But so far, once a project now comes into Trello, at least the ones that I'm testing right now, it gets into this Lindy flow. The agent automatically decides who's the best editor, asks him, waits 12 hours, and then finds another one if no response was received. If this isn't genius, like this took me 2 hours. I mean, I did a lot of pre-work, figuring the workflows out and so on. But this Lindy flow alone, it would take me, like, if I would do it again, 20 minutes to set up, max, 30 minutes maybe. But as long as you have an idea on what you want to do, try giving your outsourced tasks, your VA tasks, to an AI agent and use Lindy for it because it's beginner friendly. You don't need to do anything for it. I also have a bot that creates Twitter content, but that's something for another video. I don't want to, go into too much details. This looks complicated, but it's really not. They have a bunch of presets and templates. And you can literally replace your customer support by having a Lindy. It waits 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then responds automatically based on all responses you've given so far. It is not even risky at this point because you can have a database that gives him an idea on how to respond, how to follow the brand language, examples, and then it's more accurate than a human being. Believe me or not, just try it out. Email is a very good thing. Bookkeeping is very nice because you can watch an inbox. You can automatically upload them to this Drive folder. You can technically also connect it to Slack. So you can have it in Slack and then ask it something and it puts the prompt into the AI agent. And as long as the AI agent has the tools, he can practically update our Google Sheet with all the information from the CSV or whatever. I'm yapping. Have fun with it.